Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I invited my Russian friend Oksana. She's been living in France for 10 years now.
Hi guys!
Today we were gonna talk about pros and cons of France. Why do we love it and why do we hate it?
Exactly. So guys, it's important to tell you that everything we are going to tell you today is just our personal experience, our personal opinions. So please comment, tell us what do you think, if you have the same experience or if you completely disagree with us.
So the first advantage is of course social welfare. We love France for it. There's so many social help, aid, all types of in every sphere of life. For example, when you're a student, you get discounts on your rent, on your transport, on entry tickets, canteen. You pay like less than €3 for a meal. You get a great discount on your rent, so instead of paying €800 you pay only 500, which is like great. When you are a student, you don't earn much and it helps you a lot. So when we were students, we took advantage of it, right?
Exactly. I guess it's important to speak about the tuition fees.
Right.
Because those of you who have been studying in, let's say, the US, for example, or in the UK, even public schools, they cost a lot. So both of us, we have experience of studying in a public school in France, and that time, do you remember how much was it exactly? Like maybe 500 or something?
Yeah,
per year, right?
Master's degree.
Yes.
For bachelor's degree, it's even less, like 300.
So you can have a really good education for almost like nothing, right? And we call it la faculté in French. And so there are more and more English programs if you are not like really proficient in French yet. So you can have a look at Campus France for all the programs in English and in French.
Yeah, absolutely. Go have a look. France attracts so many international students because of high quality education and very low prices.
Exactly. Very affordable.
So what's next? What's the second thing we love France for?
I guess we have to also speak about once you are graduated, you start to work, and then if you are unfortunately unemployed for some time in your life. So in France, if you have been working for at least for 6 months, before it was 4 months, but since last year the law changed, so for at least 6 months, then you can pretend, you can have how we call it, like
the unemployment
like aid. Yes,
yeah.
Unemployment aid up to 70%, I guess, 70% of your salary, and it's counted for like previous 24 months, so 2 years. If you at least worked for 6 months during 2 years, then you can have this aid from the state, from the state employment agency.
Yes, it's called Pôle emploi. If you don't know, go have a look, sign up for this unemployment agency, and you can benefit from the help from the government actually.
Exactly. And so even though if you are not qualified to have this aid from the Pôle emploi, then you still have an opportunity to apply for something we call RSA, which is a minimal aid, which is not much, but still it could help you to just
to survive.
Yes, make your ends
meet.
Exactly, right? Yes.
Yeah. Well, indeed, it's really important, right? Like when you're unemployed, sometimes it takes you months and months, and for some people years to find a new job. So these social aids help you a lot.
Exactly. And also I have to say, because myself, I have been unemployed for some time in the previous 10 years in France. Pôle emploi, it's not only about money, it's not only about aids, because Pôle emploi could also provide you with an opportunity to go for something we call formation. For example, if you want to change your career path, if you want to learn a new skill, a language, or like IT or something, a new profession, then you could qualify for this type of formation.
So, right?
Exactly.
Not every country does that.
Exactly.
For free.
I guess it's important to have a healthy behavior yourself to stay active, then not take it for granted, all these aids, right? But stay active, look for a job, go for interviews, learn new skills, and then this system works perfectly in this way.
Absolutely. Yeah. Another thing that we love France for is its health system, right? Unlike the US or Canada.
Sorry guys for you, but we really know we have some friends in there and it's really expensive. You're not protected. Sorry for you, but this is the reality.
Here in France we have Sécurité Sociale, which reimburses all the medical expenses, right? Up to 70%. So when you go to see a doctor, the consultation costs like 23 euros and like 16 euros you're reimbursed. And the rest is from your pocket.
Yes, and the rest actually you can have something that we call mutuelle. So mutuelle is a private insurance. For example, in my family, there's 3 of us. And so we pay at about, I guess, 100 euros per month for this private insurance for us to be covered, 3 of us. So you can actually have this coverage up to 100%. I'll give a personal example here. Less than 2 years ago, I guess, I gave birth to my son. And so we stayed in a public hospital in a private room with like 3 courses meal. And it was really amazing, the team, the service, their attitude. So we really enjoyed our stay for, I guess, 3 or 4 days. And I was so surprised because when we were leaving the hospital, we paid 0. And
lucky you.
Yes. And so I have a friend in the US, and I guess it was not free for her to give birth there. So just tell us, guys, if you have something similar in your countries, or if you can count on a good health system for almost free.
Yeah, leave your comments below. Don't hesitate to reply, and we'll be glad to respond. Later.
And to learn some new things, how it's going on in your countries, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe you have a different experience here in France, so also share it.
Yeah.
It's always good to know.
Yeah. So to sum up, we love France for so many reasons, and one of it is it's a healthcare system. You get great healthcare, and you don't pay much. So many things are either for free or reimbursed. Another thing is security. I personally feel secure when I walk at night alone, except for some suburb areas in some big cities like Marseille, Paris, Lyon. Yeah, it could get sometimes a little dangerous, but if you avoid these areas, you still feel safe, isn't it?
Exactly, yes. But, well, I guess we can assume that in any country, in any city, there are some type of areas that it's better to avoid. Maybe only, I would say in Japan, maybe there are almost all the areas which are equally safe. But, well, I have experience of living in Paris for 7 or 8 years. So even in Paris, I felt completely secure. Yeah, on the public transportation, you don't feel yourself harassed so I really appreciate the general security in France on the streets and public transportation everywhere. So I guess it's a good thing. So arms are prohibited here, right? Guns, all this type of, how we call them, like armes.
All the weapons and guns are prohibited. Yeah.
Yes, and this is really something good about France, I guess. And also, for example, if you have ever been to France and you met a policeman here on the street, policemen generally, they're really kind. You can ask your way, right? Have you ever spoken to policemen?
Yeah, they're nice and smiling and friendly. Not in like other countries where they are like, wow,
Yes. For example, a country I came from originally, so in Russia, you barely can ask a policeman away, so they are not there to help you, mostly. But here in France, they're really kind. Most of them are, not trying to generalize, but so we love our policemen here. They're here to protect you, to ensure your security on the streets and everywhere. So I guess this is also important.
Right. Another thing we love about France is its infrastructure. The quality of roads is excellent. We love driving on France. French people drive a lot for the holidays. Trains are very comfortable. They are secure and they can go anywhere. The buses, there's a good system of infrastructure and public transportation in general, right?
Yes. No matter in big cities like Paris, Lyon, Marseille, all of this, but also in some smaller towns and communes, something we call commune, a town, like little towns. Generally you have like a bus that connects your district with a train station or bus station or airport or something. Yes, so it's pretty good. Maybe we can speak about SNCF. So
it's the national railway system. There are discounts as well if you're a senior or a student or disabled. The prices are quite affordable. Some people say it's a little expensive, especially TGV, this
high-speed train,
train grande vitesse.
Yes.
But I mean, it's so comfortable. So.
Yes. For example, here we live in the region of Haute-Savoie. For example, for us to go to Paris, to go to the capital, it will take us, I guess, 3 hours. Direct train, and like, let's say the very early morning train, like 6 a.m. You can have one way starting from, it happened to me, 25 euros. So just one way, 25 euros, but a very early type of train. So it's quite affordable, right? Like for 3 hours drive in a comfortable second class train. So it's
the key
fine.
is to reserve in advance.
Yes.
The earlier you reserve, the less money you pay.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And the last thing probably, or it's the great quality of foods and great variety of food that we have here in France, made by local producers. We really cannot complain, right, Oxana?
Yes. And it could be quite affordable because here we have, especially in our region, but I guess in any region of France, we have like local producers. You can go to a farm to grab your vegetables, and it's really affordable, really fresh, and you almost can be sure that it's without a huge, enormous amount of pesticides, without all these chemical things. So it's pretty secure, not only tasty, fresh, but also secure, without any like genetically modified things, right?
Yeah.
So I live in a house which is just across the street with a farm. So for example, yesterday I bought for 10 euros, a bit more than, I don't know in dollars, but well, 10 euros. I bought like 2 kilos of tomatoes, 2 kilos of apples, 5 oranges, 5 bananas, and some other stuff. So, and it's pretty fresh. It's not all local, bananas. We don't grow bananas here in France.
It's imported.
But yes, it's imported. But most of the things there is local things. For example, we have something that we call marché, and Aika used to go to marché, I guess, every Friday or Sunday.
Yeah, open markets, which are great if you love fresh food, and for cheap prices you can bargain if you like.
You can taste also as well, and it's type of lifestyle here, especially in our region. Our family, we go every Saturday. It's up the mountain, so it's like I guess 10 or 15 minutes drive from our place, and so we can buy some cheese and milk. Like goat milk
and baguette and croissant.
Yes, generally French people are really proud of their products,
and the gastronomy in general.
Yes. So you can buy good bread. Yes, as I said, baguette and cheese and butter, all these dairy products. But yes, also it depends on the region. But we here in our region we have good apples, maybe beers. Right.
Yeah. How come we forgot to mention about the nature? We love the French nature.
It should be like the point number 0, like the first one before the first. Yes, it's a beautiful country. You have all type of landscapes.
We live close to the mountains, the French Alps, so we do enjoy the mountains all year long. We can go skiing in winter, we can go hiking in summer, and we have awesome lakes, amazing nature. So that's one thing I love about France as well.
Yes. So I guess it's like we have beautiful cities, like some ancient cities, like Moyen Age, right? So Middle Age. But at the same time, we have this beautiful nature. So actually, in France, you can find everything, for your leisure, for your like amusement. So there is everything here, but it's a really beautiful country, and yeah, I don't know how we forgot to mention it, but yes.
Yeah, and the fact that France is so like multicultural, multi-ethnic, especially bigger cities, there are so many people from different countries, so many nationalities living here, and yeah, la France est très cosmopolite, and that's the thing also I love about it.
Okay, so I guess we did a good job. Just
that's all.
With the summer up
More or
of
less.
all the good things about France. But you know what? It's not only about good, right? So,
Unfortunately.
yeah, so we have to be balanced, type of, and we have to name a few cons, right? There's something that, well, we cannot say we hate, but we have to deal with on daily basis.
Yeah.
So let's
like
go for it.
the French administration. I hate it. So many papers to do, so many courrier. We receive letters every month, like from administration, and
it's all paper based. Now it's starting, especially with the corona and all. So many administration, like all these institutions, they're going digital, but well, there are still so many letters that we receive, paper letters with all the documents that you need to sign and return. And like, well, at home we have all these dossiers, all these files for like Pôle emploi, for the CAF, for kindergarten of the children, for job, for taxes. Like you don't have to mess up with it.
Yeah,
because,
and you have to save it. The bank says you should save these documents for 10 years. Mm-hmm. So you have this big pile of papers at home.
Exactly. Yes, that's true. But also, maybe I could tell us more about, the length of the procedure. Sometimes you ask for something in like la préfecture or something, and it takes like ages for them to do that for you.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's the thing I hate about it. Are the like waiting times, like for instance for citizenship, so long. Like if you ask for titre de séjour, your residency permit, you need to first wait to get the rendezvous, the appointment, then you need to wait until you get this card, and sometimes it takes like several months. It's never done in just like 2 or 3 weeks.
Here I cannot complain because I was really lucky to have my citizenship, like to get it in, I guess, 6 or 7 months in total. It was like 5 years ago, I think. Yeah, about 5 years ago. But it really depends on the city where you're based, how many foreigners you have, how many files, for citizenship you have there, and the system itself, the steps that you have to follow, So for me it was really fast. Like from the date I sent my file and I had my first interview, like only 3 weeks, I guess, time, and then it went so fast.
Yeah, I heard that prefecture in Paris is like the fastest in the whole country.
Yes. So here I cannot complain, but well, it happens that you have to wait maybe 2-3 years, even longer. I don't know. Yeah, for citizenship.
Yeah, another thing we hate, both of us, we hate about France are the high taxes, right? High taxes on income, etc. It's just the way it is, Like the more you earn money, the more taxes you pay, right?
Exactly. So I guess it's relatively high because for sure some of you will say, in my country we pay like 50% or 60%. Well, here generally we have maybe up to 30%. Like third part of your salary is you have to pay in form of taxes, different type of taxes. But well, again, it's all, because we benefit from the health system, from the unemployment aids, all of this. Even you need to, to have sources for it. So I guess it's pretty balanced. But well, the taxes here are, let's say, 25% up to 30%. It depends what you do. If you're self-employed, and if you're, for example, a teacher or a translator or a consultant, and you pay up to 25%. This is my case. If you're employed by a company, so it's, I don't know, maybe 30%. I don't remember exactly, but we have this new thing here in France, something we call l'impôt à la source.
Oui.
Right?
It's a new thing, very recent.
From this year, maybe, or from last year. Yes. So if you're interested, search for it. But the main idea is that you don't pay at the end of the year. You still pay something, right, at the end of the year, but it's deducted from your salary
automatically.
Monthly. So you don't receive this money and then pay them back, but
it's more convenient for us because
Exactly.
we always used to, like, some people forget paying,
Yes.
some people don't pay on time, and that way it's it's more convenient for us.
Exactly. You pay the same amount, but well, you pay it in installments that are monthly deducted from your salary, which is, yeah, I guess better.
Right. Another thing we love about France, we hate, I said love, we hate are the high prices generally. Like, we have quite relatively a high standard of living, right? I mean, if you compare with Western Europe, like, France is doing not so badly, like, economically speaking, like, probably after Germany, it has strong economy. So the prices are high in general, and especially on petrol and highways, right? So péage, you need to pay when you travel, depending on the distance you traveled.
Exactly.
So a lot of people complain.
Yes. For example, the distance from our town here in Haute-Savoie to Paris, it's about 500 kilometers. I don't know in miles for those who, I can search in miles, but 500 kilometers. And the péage, this private highway fees are 50 euros, I guess. 50 euros to go to Paris for 500 kilometers. But it really depends. For some nearest city like Annecy, if you go to Annecy and it's 40 kilometers, right, you still pay like 7 euros.
Yeah, if you go from like Annemasse to Lyon, you pay 16 roughly, like, euros.
Yes.
Yeah, so you go like both ways, it's already like 35 euros.
Exactly. Yes, it's interesting because here we live right on the border with Switzerland, and Switzerland with its highways, which are really good quality, right? So they're almost free, so you need to have a sticker, right, that you put on your front window, and it costs at about 40 euros
a year.
Yes, a year. So you pay once and you use it the year.
That's
the whole
best.
year.
France should adopt this system.
Exactly, yes. Yes, so it's, that's why we don't appreciate this type of system. It's really expensive. But well, we benefit from a very good infrastructure and good roads here. But well, this is the opposite side.
Yeah, that's right. So what are the other thing that we hate about France?
Well, I just, you know what, for me it's like, it's so strange to put in the same sentence France and hate, because I really love the country.
I know, me too.
So, well, we don't really appreciate, but I guess we can go for hours and hours discussing all of this. We have different experiences, different examples, and maybe you will have some. So the idea is just to give you like a basic overview today, and if you have any other ideas, please feel free to share.
Let's say dislike.
Yeah, exactly.
What are the things you dislike about living in France?
Yes.
Let us know in the comments below.
Exactly.
Another thing I personally don't feel comfortable with is, it's hard to make friends in France. From my university years, I have made 0 French friends. Like, I have some acquaintances, but it's hard for them, I think, to sometimes maybe accept a foreigner, or because they keep distance. Did you feel the same?
Yes, well, I can second it completely, but the friends I have from my university years are like from different countries, from China, from the US, from Canada, from England, but I don't have any single friend from France, unfortunately. Yes, as Aika said, I have, like, let's say my husband's friends and their wives that we meet regularly for dinner or for trips together. But unfortunately, I cannot, call them my friends, someone that I'll call in the middle of the night, if I have an issue, right? So they type of keep distance. I don't know for what reason, but this is their culture. Maybe they're a bit narrow-minded. They maybe lack a bit of interest towards different cultures and different people, but this is the way they are, right?
Yeah. I wish they were more open-minded, to be honest. I wish they were curious about other world other than France, because the world is so big and so interesting, so many different cultures. But French seem to be really focused on, they're proud of their own culture, so of their own food, of everything which is French. They're really, really proud. So, it's a different mentality. And I think when you live in France, you should accept that. And I mean, you should try to adapt, but taking into consideration that people are different and sometimes they're not genuinely interested in you, but they still smile to you, like out of politeness, but behind your back they can, say bad things. It also happens. So
hopefully you have different experience, so share if you have something different. If you have many friends, here French ones. So Aika, have you ever been to a dinner or to a party at the French house?
Oh my God, every time it's such a big deception when I go to a friend's French house. Like no food is ready. Like I get hungry, it's 8 p.m, nothing is ready, and they start cooking.
Yes, generally they eat pretty late here. Let's say in our countries, and I lived for many years in China, 6, maybe 7 p.m, it's already too late, to have your dinner. But here, it happened to me many times. You are invited to French person's house. You arrive there and it smells nothing, right?
It's a bad sign already.
Exactly.
So make sure you have eaten at home before you go to French house.
Yes, because otherwise, apéro time could last for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
You will have some chips and olives
and wine, and
yes,
you just
and
drink
wine,
and chill out.
Yeah, exactly.
Guys.
But not real food for the first maybe 2 hours of the dinner time.
Yeah, it's not the same in our cultures, so it's something we should get used to,
Yeah.
So the hospitality is probably not the best. We don't find French people most hospitable, but I mean everywhere.
Even though the food will be excellent, most of the time it will be really tasty, but this waiting time, it spoils, it spoils, all
and
the
although
pleasure.
the host can be really nice and friendly, but
Yes.
it's different.
Exactly.
Yeah. And the last thing we dislike, even after 8-10 years of living in France, are the business working hours. The fact that the banks, the post offices, other businesses are closed, after 5:30. Sundays, everything is closed. Are you still dealing well with that up to today?
We have to adapt. So most of the time we go shopping on all groceries we do on Saturday, because every time you have this idea, tomorrow is Sunday, so you have to be ready, because otherwise if your fridge is empty, and you almost can be sure that you won't find anything open on Sunday. Yeah, maybe bakery stores until noon, so you can have your croissant in the morning, or your baguette, but then in the afternoon everything is closed. It could be quite annoying.
This is France.
Yes.
Although for working moms and dads, Saturday is a shopping day, grocery shopping, and Sunday it's dead on the streets, not much is happening, so it's a family time.
Yes, most of people, they stay at home, they cook, they have some nap, or they go somewhere in the nature, but yes.
That's it. That's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed our video.
Please let us know in the comments.
Yeah. I wish you to have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.